Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. Look at this camera down here. Oh, there we go. Well, it's whoops, pressing buttons I don't even know about. God, I don't know if that's the cold now or if that's just the paint. We'll blame Dave anyway. Fuck him. So anyway, here it is. It's Sunday morning, and it is. Let's take a look here. What time is it? Oh, it looks like it's 8 o'clock in the morning. If you can see that or not. Anyway, we're at the shop, and we're working on Truckenstein this morning. And here we'll show you what we're going on here. Show you what's going on. So anyway, I just painted up in all the cowl area up in here, as you can see. I painted all in behind where the fenders would mount. I've painted all up inside where you've got your vent up inside there, which is right over here, which is sitting on the hood. As you can see, I also did all the lips of the hood. All the edges of the hood are done. Lips, hood, whatever, edges, whatever you want to call it. There's this piece painted. Now you might notice there's no paint on here. Only because on that part I usually like to paint that like a nice satin black. Just because I think it kind of, just my opinion, I think it looks kind of stupid when this is painted the color the vehicle is. I think the inner part in here should be the color the vehicle is, and I believe that this part should be a nice satin black, so when it is opened and you're driving down the road, it doesn't stand out so much, you know what I'm saying? Now we've got the fenders over here. We've painted all the edges of the fenders. This is where the grille mounts in. And what we'll do now is I'll leave this harden up for the day. I'll mask all this off, and then inside the fender we'll get all texture sprayed inside. And we are not on this truck here. We are not wrong side. I got paint all over me. On this truck here, we're going to texture spray the inside of the fenders, and like we've been doing underneath, but we're not going to paint like any kind of satin black or gloss black over top of it like we have on the other vehicles. This is just a nice driver for Mark, so he doesn't want to go to that extreme, but you know, painting it up underneath that fussy. He's not that fussy about it. But anyway, we'll get back here and look what we've done. So I've done all the edges. I've done all these lips because they're kind of hard to get when it's all bolted together. I've done backside, everything, all in behind here where the fenders would bolt together. It's all been done. You know, it's just good to do it. We got the other fender here. You know, as you can see, it's kind of hard to shoot up in behind this lip when the fender's actually mounted on the truck. So anyway, we've got all that done. We got all that sprayed here this morning. Let that harden up, and then that way there, you know, there we go. We get another good look of that. The firewall's black, obviously. This way here, when I come in here Monday morning, I can get all the. Come in here on Monday, and I can get all the texture spraying done. And then Tuesday, when Dave is back with me, we can get all the front fenders and the hood and all that kind of shit bolted on. And then put the rad in, put the rad hoses on. And basically that takes care of that. And what's left then is when we'll pull the doors and we'll prep all the inside. Because as I was saying, we just, on the last video, we pre-fitted the doors again just for the final fit. And there was just a little bit of tidying up we had to do. Dave did down below there, as you saw, with, you know, he tidied up a little bit. So, because, you know, we like gaps and lines that look good. Now this truck, the lines are going to line up good. They're going to line up better than probably factory. But we're not getting, like, on some of my other builds you've seen, where we make them precise. This is not a truck where it's going to be precise. It isn't going to be the truck where when you look at one side, it's going to match the other side. You can only see one side at a time anyway, so there you go. But we made it so it looks clean and tidy. So when you're looking at it, the door lines, the body lines, everything looks good. Doors close good. It's all beautiful that way. And that's what we were after on this truck. Like I say again, Mark's just building a daily driver. He doesn't want to get carried away spending that kind of money to get into it that far. And honestly, that's what a lot of these vehicles are out there. That's it. You fit them so the body lines line up, and you don't worry if the door on the driver's side's got like a, well, I mean, you don't want to have it like a half-inch difference, but you don't worry if it's got like a minute, like a 16th of a difference in the gap, you know, from the body to the door edge on one side from the other. Because like I say, you can only look at one side at a time, and those guys that are building those vehicles that want it precise, those are guys going to car shows and that kind of shit, and you know, those are guys that just, you know, maybe they're concerned about what other people think. And yeah, but this will still look beautiful, and it's going to look awesome. And if you come right down to it, most people never notice. Most people never notice. The guys that notice are guys like myself and like you guys out there that are building cars for a living. We look at gaps in lines and stuff like that. We're always looking. I don't know why we're looking. I don't know why we look. Because at the end of the day, they were never perfect in factories. So tell me, why is it we do look? I guess we look to see that, I guess for us guys out there that run a body shop and that, we look because, I don't know about everyone else out there, but I always strive, or voice is fucked. I'm just trying to always hit a higher level. I'm always trying to get better and better and better and better. And my girlfriend always says to me all the time, you got to stop that bullshit. You're as good as they're going to get. She says, so smarten up. So, you know, but I strive to make the job better and better. And I think that's why a lot of us look at lines and gaps that are out there. Because we always want to see, hey, we think, I never got the line perfect on that truck I did. So we look at what someone else did on another vehicle. And then we're like, I did as good as he did, if not better. So maybe it just makes us feel happy. I don't know. Who gives a shit what it makes us feel? But anyway, so it's Sunday. It's fucking Sunday, and I'm out here working on Mark's truck. So if you're out there watching, Mark, don't ever fucking say to me, I ain't putting the hours in on your truck and I ain't giving you your money's worth. Because you're getting more than your money's worth on this truck. This truck's going to look good when it's done. And I know you're on a budget, and I'm keeping within that budget the best I can. There's only so much you can do on these trucks, especially when this truck had a lot of hidden issues that we didn't know about. But it's all good. Mark has still got a good truck. And like I say, we're not here to ditch anyone or give anyone a bad time. It's just sometimes things don't go as easy as they thought, as you think they would. I thought this sheet metal honestly was going to bolt up and line up within a day with me and Dave on it. And I think between me and Dave on it, it took a couple days. So you figure it out. That's 2 guys, 2 days. Fuck, that's like 32 hours to line sheet metal up. And it still is not 100% perfect. Because to get it 100% perfect, well, then you're going to the next level. And like Dave always says, you can take everything to 90%. And it might take you, say, a couple days to get it to 90%. But if you want it 100%, you can add another week onto it. And all you guys out there know what I'm talking about that have done this. So anyway, that's what's going on Sunday. And just thought I'd give you guys a quick blurb. So we'll take one last look at Mark's little truck here. So like I say, there you go, Mark. If you're out there, your cowl area is painted. Your vent area is painted. It's all done. There we go. Your fenders are done. All that kind of bullshit. And, well, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. If you don't believe me, there's the time right up there. It's fucking 10 after 8 on a Sunday. And it looks like if I look outside here through my doors, you can see I got some nice blue sky, but yet the ground is wet. Story of my life. It's always fucking raining. Anyway, okay guys. Hey, remember, it's always a good time at Old Time. Big thumbs up. See you next time. I gotta go drink some more Buckley's. Because the rum, the beer, the whiskey, and everything that I tried over the last 2 days still never solved this problem. So the doctor told me drink Buckley's. Well, alright, so I went out and bought a 6-pack. So here we go.